the Maria Holder Diabetes Center.
Remember, diabetes isn't just about sugar. It affects your heart, kidneys, eyes, and mind.
It's a happy Saturday morning! And what's coming up next is 15 Diabetic Friendly Minutes on VOB, being brought to you by the Barbados Diabetes Foundation. Ring ring. Hello?
The fellas down the show will let you know what happened in today's show.
In today's show,
the main goal of the screening program is to monitor patients with diabetes.
Dr. Charles Spears gives an update on diabetic eye screening, and Dr. Diane Braffett says,
we have some Saturday reminders for you.
I would like to hear what this Saturday reminders is. And listen to what Marcia has to say about soft drinks.
An average soft drink contains about 9 to 10 teaspoons of sugar.
Are you drinking a soft drink now? Are you planning to drink a soft drink anytime in the near future? Do I tell you, make sure and listen to what Marcia White has to say about soft drinks coming up today. All of this and more, all with the confluence of the Maria Holder Diabetes Center, the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program, and the bank that can make your entrepreneurial dreams a reality. I would like to work for myself. Republic Bank.
Dream a dream and watch it become a reality. You can do anything. Pull up a chair, come sit and come share with Republic Bank. You can do anything. Yes, we're the one for you, making dreams come true. We're the one for you, your partner for life. We're the one for you, Republic Bank.
If you are diabetic or pre-diabetic and you need diabetic services, but you need to make your dollar stretch no further than the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. For vascular, podiatry and diabetic eye screening services or consultations with diabetes doctors and nurses, call 417-0305 today. The Maria Holder Diabetes Center, located in Warren St. Michael. They can save your life and save you money, but members get 10% off.
Morning, everybody! All the VOB Saturday people are shouting here. This is Peter Boyce here, and you might be listening to VOB thinking about what you're gonna have for breakfast, or you might be thinking about what you might be eating later, which I hope will be something healthy. But if you are diabetic or pre-diabetic, I am here this morning to remind you that you should be thinking of the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. What about if you're not diabetic? If you are not diabetic, you should still be thinking about them, because you can make an appointment to check your numbers, to check your blood sugar, to check your pressure, etc., to make sure that you are really as healthy as you think you is. But if you're diabetic, I got a question for you though. You got your eyes checked for diabetic retinopathy recently? You know, hoka poka. There's no hoka poka in this. Once you are diabetic, you are supposed to get your eyes screened for diabetic retinopathy every year, because you don't want to go blind, and that can be done at the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. So let me check with Dr. Charles Spears of the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program and find out how the response to the program has been going. Good morning, Dr. Pierce.
Thank you very much. Good morning to everyone. There's been a tremendous response. A lot of people have been coming forward to have their eyes screened, and as a result, we've picked up quite a few people who had sight-threatening diabetic changes in their eyes. And not only diabetic changes, but we've also managed to detect quite a few people who had glaucoma changes as well. Even though the primary aim of the screening program is to detect diabetic eye disease, we've also managed to detect other diseases that might affect vision.
What has been the main question people usually ask about the screening process?
The main question usually revolves around how often they need to attend for screening, and we always say that at least every year you should attend if you're diabetic for eye screening. If you do find any significant diabetic eye changes, then the frequency of screening has to increase. There's also been questions revolving around detecting other conditions such as cataract and glaucoma. And as I previously stated, the main goal of the screening program is to monitor patients with diabetes. However, if you're attending the screening program for your diabetic eye screening, then we can also detect other problems that might be happening in the eyes. I would encourage all diabetics to attend for eye screening. It doesn't doesn't take very long, and it could detect a problem that could save your sight. So I think it's well worth all diabetic patients having their eyes checked for any conditions that might affect their vision in the future.
Thank you, Dr. Pierce. You're there listening to VOB. The number to call to get your eyes screened is
243-3937.
Excuse me, I got a number saved already, but we really want to hear is Saturday reminder from Dr. Diane Bradford. Okay, so we welcome Dr. D.
The first reminder that I want to give you is remember your heart health as we're talking about cardiovascular health. Know if and when you need to get an ECG. Know what are some of the symptoms, the common symptoms of cardiac disease. And if you are a cardiac patient and you are having problems like shortness of breath or chest pain, please do not sit at home and wait. Please go and get emergency checks to ensure that nothing is happening so you don't end up in a predicament that requires you rushing to the hospital unstable. That's a very important reminder to persons. So that's my first reminder for Saturday. My second reminder for Saturday is going to be feet. We see a lot of obviously diabetic feet at the clinic, but what concerns me still is that people don't come early enough with feet problems. Please do not self-treat wounds and ulcers at home. If you choose to self-treat but you notice it's getting worse, please seek medical attention for it. Sometimes the self-treatments that are being administered are actually not the recommended choice for your foot or the type of injury or wound that you have going on. Sometimes you may have an injury, you may not be able to feel well, and you may not even realize that you have a crack on the inside of your foot in the bone. Okay? Your feet are precious. They're what carry you through this life. Don't forget to get your foot checks. If you're an older person or if you're having problem with pain in the feet or the ankles or maybe even sometimes unexplained knee pain, you've been told you have no arthritis, I can't find anything wrong. Maybe it isn't actually the knees. Maybe it's how you're walking that's causing the pain that you're having. So feel free to check with any of the number of podiatrists in Barbados or even here at the center. And it doesn't only apply to somebody who's living with diabetes, but if you're older, you have that pain, living with swelling in the feet, peripheral artery disease, don't know your artery status, circulation, having numbness in the feet, just get your feet checked. So remember those feet. Let's be vigilant about our hearts and our feet, and let's keep our bodies well. I'm wishing you a happy Saturday. I'm wishing Peter a happy Saturday, who's so kind, who runs this show for us. And of course, my friend there in the corner, Alfonso. Alfonso, you're never forgotten. Take care of yourself. Have a blessed weekend.
Thank you, Dr. D. I gotta know you ain't forget me. But you can forget Peter Boy's work. I hear you saying that then. But anyways, I would like to move on to a question now. I would like to direct the German to Miss Marsha Wood. Cause I like to drink a lot of sweet soft drinks. I especially like the red ones. When I say the red ones, I mean the drinks you know, not the ribbon. But what I like to know from Miss Marsha is why should I not drink red sweet drinks? Why should I drink water instead?
An average soft drink contains about 9 to 10 teaspoons of sugar. And what that does is create an insulin spike in your body. It stresses your pancreas, forces your pancreas to release insulin. And having a soft drink like that once in a while would be potentially okay if you're a healthy person, but if you are consuming soft drinks on a regular basis, then you are going to be stressing out your pancreas to the point where the insulin it produces is going to be less in quantity, or it's just not going to be working that well anymore. And that is not a good situation, because then you're going to have a lot of excess glucose in your bloodstream, and that could potentially damage all of your cells, all of your organs. That's not a great place to be. Now, if you are a diabetic, same thing applies, but you really shouldn't be having any soft drinks at all, because your pancreas is not producing enough insulin to convert that glucose into usable energy. So then what you do when you take in a lot of sugar like that as a diabetic is that you just have that sugar floating around in your system, and you end up in that bad situation where the sugar is actually corroding your blood vessels and destroying your cells.
Alright, so I understand the dangers of drinking soft drinks that have sugar, but what about artificially sweetened soft drinks? services?
Well, that's a very interesting one. So yes, artificial sweeteners may not have calories in them. So initially it looks like they're a good choice for people who are at risk for diabetes or have diabetes or just in general. But what happens is they can actually provoke inflammatory response, and inflammation damages organs. And the other thing that it does that's probably more salient is that when you take in something that your body thinks is sweet, it's expecting calories, and when it doesn't get those calories, it ends up having cravings, you end up increasing your appetite. So what that could do is actually result in you taking in more calories and eating, basically overeating because of those cravings. So there have been studies that have shown an increase in calorie consumption with artificial sweeteners. But if you are going to choose an artificial sweetener, stevia is actually not a bad choice. The mechanism that your body uses to metabolize stevia is a bit different. So if you're going to choose an artificial sweetener, choose stevia.
So everybody listen to VOB. I hope that here is Marsha White. Cut down by the lot of sweet drinks. Try and drink some water when you go to this Saturday. And if anything, try and listen to sweet music instead. Like this Oli Goldie that we play for now as we Saturday song of the day. This is the Searchers with Sweets for My Sweet. Compliments, the Maria Horner Diabetes Center and Republic Bank.
If you want to, let's start a chance so brightly to match the stars in your eye. Darling, I would chase that bright star nightly and try to steal it from the sky. And I will bring sweets for my sweet, sugar for my honey. Your first sweet kiss thrills me so. Sweets for my sweet, sugar for my honey. I'll never ever let you go.
An average soft drink contains about 9 to 10 teaspoons of sugar.
Wanted a dream to keep you smiling. I'd tell the salmon you were blue, and I'd ask him to keep that sand piling until your dreams would all come true. And I would bring sweets for my sweet, sugar for my honey. Your first sweet kiss thrills me so. Sweets for my sweet, sugar for my honey. I'll never ever let you go.
The Maria Holder Diabetes Center.
How long have you had diabetes, Deborah?
I only for a couple years back.
So tell us about your experience at the Maria Holder Diabetes Center.
My experience is that from the time I been out there, the foot began to improve a lot, heal and everything. They're very nice to me. I will ask anybody, I want the whole body to go to the diabetic center. And I find a lot of improvement with your feet. So I would beg anybody to go to the diabetic center.
In 2025, the Maria Holder Diabetes Center, located in Warren St. Michael, with their diabetic eye screening, vascular screening, and podiatry services, offers a standard of diabetic services that equals or surpasses any you might receive internationally at a price that everyone can afford. So if you are diabetic or pre-diabetic and listening to VOB right now, call and make an appointment to get your eye screened for diabetic retinopathy by calling 243-3937. Or if you are having vascular or circulation issues or need to see a podiatrist or nutritionist, call 417-0305. The last 15 minutes you heard on VOB was brought to you with the compliments of the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program, Republic Bank, and the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. Until next time,
Diabetes doubles your risk of heart disease. Know your numbers today.
Did you know nearly 1 in 5 adults in Barbados have diabetes? Did you know diabetes is one of the leading causes of vision loss in the world? Regular eye screening can save your eyes. Contact the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program today at 243-3937 to find out how you get your simple digital eye screening done for just $100. But members get 10% off. The Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program. Saving eyes, saving lives.
Dream a dream and watch it become a reality. You can do anything. Pull up a chair, come sit and come share with Republic Bank. You can do anything.
Holder Diabetes Center.